And welcome to the Anti-Diet Meals with Farah Kariamburi. I'm your host, Depot practitioner, keynote speaker, podcaster, and the founder of 30 Day Anti-Diet Challenge. Just so you know, the new 30 Day Anti-Diet Challenge is starting on January the 4th. Don't forget, if you're looking to build those fantastic, amazing habits that will lead you into the results that you want and the ones that you haven't been able to achieve in the past, this challenge is for you. The 30 Day Anti-Diet Challenge, the cost is £47, less than the price of a takeaway for 4 people. This is the option to join it. Looking for 20 people to join this challenge. Are you going to be one of them? Okay, so what are we going to cook today? Let's get back into the kitchen mode. Today I'm not showing you a traditional meal for the evening. I think I'm going to move into breakfast, some lunch, some snacking, and also some puddings. So today I'm going to show you a snack which is healthy. It has protein, carbohydrates, healthy fats, and they're called protein balls. So these are vanilla protein balls. So for this you require some vanilla protein, 2 scoops or 1 scoop, depending on how much you're making. Some oats. These are organic oats from Lidl. Aldi's, I believe. Is it Aldi? You will require some kind of either a choc shop brownie, Sweet Freedom, or some honey. Or you can leave either of them out actually, because the protein is actually quite sweet. And then for sure you require some nut butter. And this, I'm using peanut butter today. This one is a crunchy one. It's better to have some crunch in it rather than smooth. It's just more chewable and more satisfying. Then you need a little bit of almond milk, which you're going to just use to pull the mixture together. Here we go. So we're going to start with putting a couple of teaspoons of, and you can coat them in coconut, by the way. There's lots of different things you can do. We're going to use 2 scoops of protein. This is 25 grams each. So that's 50 grams of protein. We're going to use 1 scoop of protein. Sorry, I meant that was porridge. This is a brand new packet, so we're going to just open this. This one is from Holland & Barrett. We have it on auto ship. So that means that every 3 weeks we have a new box delivered, and auto ship things are much better the price. Protein shake is good for a lot of things, by the way, not just for this. If you are lacking in protein in your diet, then this is an easy way of getting more protein in. This one and Modere is the 2 proteins that we will recommend. In it somewhere there is a scoop, if I can find it. Oh, sometimes it's really down there and I can't find it. Okay. Oh yeah, I found it. There it is. So, a scoop of protein that we're going to put in it is 125 grams. That goes in. You can actually take it, you can go a bit more, but it just can go a bit drier. If you want it more kind of proteiny balls. These can then be made into round balls, frozen in the house, in the freezer, and then you can just use them as and when you need it. And then here is the tub of crunchy peanut butter. This is 100% peanut butter. There's no added palm oil or anything else in it. 100% peanut butter, made with no added salt or sugar. You're going to take at least a good tablespoon of that, which is going to go in there. So you can see the carbohydrates, which is the oats, the protein, which is a protein shake, and then you have a bit of peanut butter in it. And I'm going to just squeeze a little bit of honey, a tiny bit. That's it. And then if you wanted to put this product, this is 13 calories per teaspoon. It's called Choc Shop Brownie. If you fancy a hot chocolate, but you don't want to use a lot of calories, or you want to stay away from the Cadbury's one, which is full of sugar, you're just going to warm up your almond milk, any nut milk, and put a teaspoon of this in it. And it gives you that nice, warm, sweetish drink to kind of replace that feeling that you have for evening, if you wanted to have.
It makes your heart burn.
It does give me, I think it gives me a little bit of heartburn. It might be this or might be the milk, I'm not sure. Right, so once you've done this, you're going to put a tiny bit of almond milk in here, just to get the liquid going. What we're just going to do is just mix this up. That's all you need to do. Now in here you can put some chocolate, dark chocolate chips if you wanted to. I don't really buy them because if I buy them I eat them, so it's better not to have them.
What?
Dark chocolate chips.
Normal chocolate.
Or normal chocolate chips, for sure. We will have them. So this now mixture is just getting, amalgamating nicely, mixing up. You can now start to use your hands in it as well, by the way. Quite important to actually use your hands. And then getting yourself a plate, if you have one, or a tray. Just going to take a plate. So we're going to just put our hand and now really massage, it's like a dough really. Just massage that dough. Now here you can, you don't need to cook these or bake these, nothing. They're just ready to eat. But you do have to freeze them for 2 hours before you actually eat them. It's just a settling in period. Now you could just try and see. Very good. A little bit dry. Add a bit more milk. And there we go. Tastes vanilla-ish because of the vanilla protein in it. So how do you have the vanilla protein? You literally will simply put 250 ml of water in a shaker, and then you will add a scoop of vanilla protein and then just drink that. Now if you wanted to make it into a shake, you could add into a blender 25 grams of protein. You could add a handful of spinach, handful of kale, some ice and some almond milk, and whiz it really well if you've got a good blender at home. And that could be a smoothie, which is really healthy. You can see that's now this kind of a dough sort of mixture. Now here, if you had desiccated coconut, you could roll these balls over it if you wish to. I don't actually buy that product, to be honest. I don't really have it in the house. So you're just making those little balls really simply. It took like literally seconds to put this together. As you can see, the only thing you guys will struggle with if you haven't got a protein shake in the house. But now they are available from a lot of different places. You can also put them in little cupcake holders or Tupperware to put in the freezer straight. And then you keep them in the freezer. Take them out of the freezer and put them in the fridge. And they'll be absolutely fine for a few days. So now if you were thinking of having something instead of a biscuit or something instead of a whole bar of chocolate, this would kind of hopefully satisfy your sweet tooth without the need for the whole bar of chocolate or biscuits, which are not really made with great ingredients, especially if you're having something more than just the once, which biscuits, if you are in the habit of eating biscuits, I just wrote an email to all of you guys that if you're eating biscuits, they are not the best things to, the products inside is very, very cheap, there's a lot of sugar in there, saturated fats in there, so you keep eating those, they're not good for your health. But this has 4 ingredients in it, and you can just see what's in it. However, if you were to eat all of these, then you're obviously combating that effect of weight loss. So I don't eat all of them. Here we go. This is done. And I'll show you in a second when I have washed my hands.
What? I thought you were making dinner.
Well, today I'm showing how to make a soup. This is done. Hands. Oh, that was really sticky. So it was really, really sticky, guys. So here it is. Let me show you. Bring the camera. It's a bit dark in there today, isn't it? Really dark for some reason. It's really dark. And here you go. So these are the balls. How many did we get out of that? We had 2 scoops of protein, 2 scoops of protein, 2 scoops of oats, 1 tablespoon of crunchy nut peanut butter, shot of Sweet Freedom, and shot of honey. Again, Sweet Freedom, you don't need it if you don't have it. It is sold in Aldi as well as other supermarkets.
Why is it brown?
It's quite, there's 2 different ones. There's chopped orange and that one. There it is. So now they're just going to go in the freezer and they'll stay there for 2 hours, and then after that, one at a time can be eaten with your morning coffee maybe, or nighttime a little treat if you fancy it. Try not to have those things, but if you are somebody who's struggling to come away from sweet things, this might be a good alternative for you to get into this stage first before giving up. Giving up is hard. having an alternative which is healthier is better because it satisfies that need and your brain's used to having something. But then once you kind of get used to this, you may be able to come away from that or not have too many. Just have one. One's pretty good. It's got protein, it's got good things in it, but it still has calories. So there we are. Vanilla protein balls. Hope you enjoyed that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's date night meal. So it's going to be a pudding as well as a main meal. See you then. Bye for now.